Hi ninjas, you asked and I listened. Myself, in partnership with Chifaro Tours and Travels, will be hosting you to Mpumalanga View from the 10th of December. Details are on your screens right now and I cannot wait to meet you. See you soon. How are you guys doing? It's a girl Owamie aka Miss Via Focal, running back for our entertainment. If it's your first time joining me, you're most definitely welcome. Please do make sure that you subscribe and obviously hit the bell. I absolutely love you. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. It's at boldly_Owamie. I'll go ahead and leave the links in the description box. You guys asked for them, so I'm gonna do that. Use them, please. Now, my ninjas, I know that I have not posted in what feels like forever. You guys know that on this channel, if we don't post for like 2 days, like, girl, something is wrong. Like, what's going on? It's not even the weekend. And I know that I told you guys, like, hey, we're resting, but girl, that rest took 2 days, honey. Even today, honestly, like, I went to the salon, which obviously you guys can see. Look at my hair, guys. Oh, it's so beautiful. I love how they actually like did my hair. So oh yeah, I did relax, by the way. You guys know I had the fro, but I did relax because there's something that I want to do soon and you guys will find out, I'm sure, soon. But yeah, I did that. And girl, guys, I got 3 extra piercings today. I know, like, I'm an adult, I can do whatever it is that I want, but I'll go ahead and show you guys. So you guys know I had that one and that one, right? So there's 2, and so I got this one, which I've always wanted. This one, I also got that one, and I also added one here. So I now have like 7 piercings in total. I think that for now we can definitely rest, and I think that a part of me is getting a bit addicted to the pain. I feel people cope with different ways. I would have loved to get a tattoo, but I honestly don't see myself getting a tattoo just because I have an addictive I've got addictive tendencies. Before I know it, I would have even tattooed my face, but I'm just like, okay, piercing is fine. I can remove this and it will go back. If I'm not wearing a ring on it, like, no one can even see. So I'm just like, I think this is the way. But this actually hurts less than the ones up there did. And so yeah, I actually quite do love them, you know. And so I actually did that today, and when I came back I was just feeling tired. I've got a long drive tomorrow, and then, you know, that's fine. You guys will get to know about what's going on soon. But yeah, it was quite a tough week for me. I just felt it's Friday, you guys are not gonna get a video again. It's gonna be really weird. And I saw you guys were asking, oh, are you okay? And you guys know I always do my best to make sure that I do update you if, like, I'm just not feeling okay. But this week I was quite difficult. I found myself actually battling insomnia, which, if you guys know, you'll know that the time that I was going through depression, like my depression, the biggest problem I had with it was insomnia. I used to have bad insomnia, and that was happening this week. So I would sleep at around past 4 to 5, and the weird part about it is that I'm used to working, you guys, and sleeping at 2, 3, 4 a.m. and, you know, I'm okay. But like, the sleep that I go through when I'm just battling insomnia is horrible. Because I wake up very tired, I wake up restless, and it's just crazy. So during the day I'm exhausted because I didn't sleep enough, and during the night I'm just sad because I can't sleep. So it's quite crazy. But you know, we're going towards the end of the year. I mean, we're almost done with November. We're gonna be going to December, which is still a shock for me that 2021 is actually like coming to an end. It's quite crazy, I feel, for me. This year was honestly like very, very difficult. I just feel like it's been a very difficult and a very hard 2020 and 2021 for me. These 2 years, they will definitely go down in the books for me. Like, um, you know, this, like, yeah, I saw flames. I saw pudra shibubu. I saw pudra, but there's a part of me that is quite excited and happy that I will soon be closing this chapter, and I pray to God that it happens before 2022, just because I feel like I want to go to 2022 like free spirited, single, even in home affairs, and just looking for new adventures. And I think that also with that, I also have to like calm myself down, like, girl, if it happens that you go to 2022 married, it's not the end of the year, it will still happen and stuff. But just the thought of still fighting and dragging and all this ish in 2022 is just not the vibes for me. I think that there's many people that have asked me like this question: oh, I mean, do you still love your husband? Do you think you can still go back to your husband? Like, you guys can still fix things and this and this. And what most people don't understand is that it's not in every case where you get divorced because you don't love your husband anymore. Sometimes you can be completely in love with someone but still choose to walk away. And I think that was what happened with me. Yes, I'm the one that filed for the divorce, but I feel like my ex was the one that checked out of the marriage first. And then when I checked out, that's when he wanted back check-in, and that was something that couldn't happen. As someone still today, I tell you guys some information, and I don't tell you guys like the full information. I don't lie about anything, but there's certain information that I do try to keep, just maybe sometimes to protect him, sometimes just you do want to be truthful, but you don't like put every single thing about you out there. And if I'm talking about something, you guys know that I go ahead and I just say it as it is. And so sometimes it's just like one of those things where you just have to be like, girl, calm down. Calm down. It has been a lot of mixed emotions this year, and just dealing with, oh my God, so much stupidity in 1 year. Like, honestly, if I can just throw the stupidity I've dealt with in a bucket, I would need like 6 drums, okay, of Jojo tanks. Legit. Like, from one direction to another, like everywhere. It's just, girl, you get like so yeah, it's been a very tough year. That obviously like just needed more girl to like fight and again just choose to perhaps maybe like put myself first and stuff like that. But at the same time, it's like I don't even know what's going on. But this week, you guys, like was really just really a bit hard. And I decided, and when I started the week, I was up. You guys saw the videos that I was posting, but then as the week went, like it just and I was just like, I'm just not having it, yeah. It's been crazy. It's been crazy. It's been crazy. Now that I feel like the divorce is about to finalize and I'm gonna move on into like something new in my life, it's like I was a married woman and then I was battling divorce. Now divorce is gonna be done, thank God. And then what next? It's like it's now again that step of a new journey. Like where is my time gonna go now? Like what am I going to do with my time? How am I going to best and effectively do this and do that and do that? As much as I've got a lot of plans and stuff like that, but there are times where I sometimes like just feel emotionally scared I should say. And I mean, every day, you guys, we actually like we fight, we conquer, we do this, we do that, but guys, divorce is not easy. It's not easy. Honestly, it's not easy. I have cried so much. 2020 and 2021, like so much, and it has changed me. Like, I'm not the same person at all. I'm a lot stronger now. I'm a lot wiser, and I feel like I'm molding into myself, that's exciting. That's very much exciting. But at the same time, you still deal with the pain, the comments, the remarks that some people make, and not necessarily like people online, but people that you live around, that people that still legit believe like you should fix things. And I'm just like, duh, there are no things to fix. Like, there's nothing. You know what I mean? And it's quite crazy because I received a message from someone, and this message, like, honestly did hurt me to the core. And the message is actually like someone that used to be my ex's, I'd say maybe business partner or something, that, he had not spoken about him in ages. And, so I get a message calling out my ex's name. And so I'm like, nope, it's not him. And he asks, oh, is it his wife? How are you? I say, I'm fine, thanks. But not his wife anymore. We were divorced. That's what I said. And then he asked, like, he was genuinely shocked, you guys, which is understandably so, because if you knew me and my ex personally, like, there is no way him and I were ever in the radar of like these two can ever get a divorce. I kid you not. The way that we were, or I was towards him, it was at a point where I know there were people online that used to think like we used to fake things, which we were not, I was genuinely happy. And as I said, I'm going to do a video where I'm going to just explain just some stuff, because I feel like, yes, of course I'm angry, or was angry, especially when this guy was dragging this divorce. And I told you guys a lot of stuff. And of course, I wanted to clear my name as well, just because I feel, he went out there and he tried to tarnish my name. I also have a right to defend myself. But at the same time, if this man was horrible, I wouldn't have stayed with him for like 8 years before he cheated on me. Do you understand what I'm saying? So there's a lot of good, and I'm going to talk about that. Let's balance it. The bad, the good, the evil, all of it. We're going to talk about it. And so, this man asked me, like, how is that possible? Like, I don't understand. He actually said, how can you leave such a good man? And I said, well, he was cheating a lot. That's what I said. And his exact message was, so I actually want to just read that part for you guys. Sorry, let me just go ahead and get it. Oh no, what pushed him? Because I know that guy like someone who will never cheat on his wife because of the way he always talk about loving you. That was what this guy said. And I think that it also just hurt because it reminded me of the person that I used to have, and I told him, like, I don't know what pushed him. Because it's almost as if your husband cheats, people immediately just goes to it's you that pushed him. No. People make decisions, you don't even have to treat someone bad for them to cheat on you. Like, people cheat just because they want to cheat. They're cheaters. And so I think that was just one of those things that really did like hurt me, the conversation that we had. And then like he was just basically asking for my ex's numbers, which I did send them to him. I have not deleted them. Obviously, we're still in the middle of a divorce. but once the divorce is finalized, I will definitely delete his numbers, and there will definitely just be no contact between him and I. And that's just because of how things ended. And it was really painful because, you know, you could see this guy is genuinely hurt. I did send him, and he did talk to my ex. I don't know what they spoke of. I didn't ask. But in the morning, I woke up to him sending me a message like, hey, so I was thinking maybe we can, you know, fix things between you two. Like, do you still love him? And I told him, not as a husband. I love him as a human being. There's someone that I gave like many years of my life to. I don't see him as an enemy. It is unfortunate that he decided to handle this whole situation and treated me as like I'm an enemy to him. But if you listen to the story like from beginning to the end, and even him in his hearts of hearts, he knows that I tried my best to be fair. I was very much fair. I walked away. I didn't like, the only thing that maybe a person can say you took was my car, which, girl, I was not about to leave 2 cars with this man. What was I gonna use? Because when I came this side, I had not even bought my SUV. So it was that's the only thing honestly that I can say I took. The furniture I had offered for him to take, he refused, so I had to send it back home. But in all honesty, you guys, like, I tried my best to just, even if we're not friends, but still be at a place where we're cordial with one another. But that is something that will never ever happen. I don't ever see that happening, and unfortunately such is life. I think that is also just one of those things when you sit and you actually think of the memories that, like, you know, happened. I remember the time that like things were really really bad and we were starting to fight. Not even to say starting to fight, because obviously after I found out that he was cheating, we were fighting a lot. I think I got to a point where I actually told him to say that, you know what, with other couples, like, they divorce and they just don't ever even talk again. Like, it's like they become enemies. I don't want that for us. I think that we can be different. And he even agreed to that, you guys. He was like, yeah, no, I do understand. You know, but clearly that was not the case. And I think that that's why even when I started with the divorce, I was so like lenient with everything, you know, instead of, hey, just get a sheriff, save him, do this, do that, like, just go for him with the law. I thought that I can still call him and talk to him, and, you know, we would just, the end goal is for both of us to be divorced here. So, like, what would be the problem? You understand what I'm saying? So unfortunately that's not how things went down. This year, honestly, you guys, was a lot for me. It was honestly a lot. As much as, like, I thought 2020 was a lot more, but 2021 was also still a lot. I went through so many emotional phases, and unfortunately, due to the fact that I'm a content creator, if I'm not okay, I'm not working. And it's not even a matter of like I'm trying to emotionally blackmail people or anything, but it is understandable. I'm an entertainment channel. I'm all about current affairs, and when you don't upload on YouTube, like, you see it month end, you know, your finances are down, because if you were not uploading, then it means that people are not watching your videos. People mostly don't go back and watch old videos. So if you watch a story about, you know, Casper about to fight with Mr. Slick Talk, after that, like, that's it. You don't go back to watch that. People just want current news, current affairs, and you have to keep to be on top of your game. But if you're emotionally not okay, that makes things very much difficult. There are times where, you know, I would say a story and I would know that you guys would like to hear my opinion, and I would see that it would perform well, but I just don't have the mental capacity to actually deal with it. There are times where I'm okay and you guys will see that, like, everything will be good and whatnot and whatnot. But most of this year, you guys, like, okay, let me not lie. Let me not say most. But yeah, like, I really honestly did go through a lot. And I think that I'm just also getting to that point in my life where I'm just like, learn to accept and let go. Learn to forgive even when no apology was given, or no, the apology that was given, you could just say that you don't mean this apology, but learn to just accept that and take that and keep it moving. Yeah, I've learned a lot, you guys. I've honestly just learned a lot. But yeah, this past week was just one of those weeks, and I hope that next week is gonna be better. And I just wanted to check in with you guys because I know that some of you were like, "Oh, are you okay?" No, girl, I was not okay. But I pray to God that I feel better. I'm still feeling down. I don't know if it's my hormones, but yeah, this week was quite a bit hard. But now, like, Ray is here and my baby sister is also here. They arrived yesterday, and I feel that my spirit is starting to pick up. Yesterday, at least last night, I was able to sleep at around 12, because I've been failing to sleep. Like, I think for the past like 3 nights or something, I was sleeping at around 5 a.m. The other night, a day, I slept at around 7 a.m. I was just tossing and turning and couldn't sleep, and I was just like over insomnia, honestly. But yeah, I feel like I need to sit down and go back to the drawing board, and I put out so much that some of the stories just maybe are not mirroring each other. I've seen some of you ask a lot of questions. If your father is rich, then how come you were homeless? If your father is rich, how come you were cooking pap at the side of the road? If your father was this, if he did this, if he did that, and I think that I'm gonna sit, and you should follow me on Instagram. I will soon ask like a Q&A, and then you guys can ask me the questions that you want, and then I'll do a video and I'll answer all of them. And then after that, yeah, I feel like I'll just do maybe a video to marry everything together. Dear Owamie, I've seen your emails. I've just not been okay, my ninjas, but I will be filming soon and just giving you guys advice, and just advising each other basically, obviously. And so yeah, I know it's Friday, and I know some of you probably want to just get back to work. You guys just heard me rambling. I feel like I want to tell you guys so much, but at this moment I really can't. But things are going well, but they're also just not going too well, if you know what I mean. You get it? If you don't get it, forget about it. But yeah, I feel like that's what I can say. Things are going well, but not too well. There's been a lot of fighting, there's been a lot of back and forth, and I'm exhausted. I am so exhausted. Guys, you've got no idea. Like, I am emotionally drained. I have found myself yelling at the top of my lungs in front of strangers, just on my phone. I have just cried myself to sleep, cried when I woke up, cried during the day. Like, life is not as easy, and sometimes you get down, and sometimes you just, it's like life is not easy, guys. And I think that one of the things that honestly like had really just gotten me is just the acceptance of the imperfections of life, Have you ever like seen, you guys, like when you work so hard for something, right? And when I say work so hard, I mean I met a man that I fell deeply in love with. And the reason why I fell deeply in love with was because this man legit treated me like a queen. He treated me so good that my standards, you guys, went up, honestly. Now, never mind the stuff that I told you guys about, like the stuff I found out 2020. because those were the stuff that were happening behind the scenes. Remember that I was not knowing. So for years, all I knew was that my husband was like, and so when that happened, we went through so much together in terms of like financially struggling, and finances, you guys, were like a huge problem in our lives. I remember we would share like a slice of bread. I'm just saying, like, in terms of like, you should understand how bad things were and how close we were and how we understood each other when it came to like everything. Whenever like we'd be struggling, like we would struggle together. We were just in survival mode, and it was just like us against this situation. And I remember each time that we would even pray or talk about anything, it would always go to like, God, please bless us financially, right? Now, when he lost his job and things went really bad and we had to now relocate to Free State, I had an option. I was given an option, like, you can go home or you can come with me. Actually, it wasn't even that he said that. He actually asked me to say, I know my mom. That's what he said. I know my mother and how she is. I don't think that you will be okay in Free State. Like, please just, you can go home and then you can go and like go to school or do something. I remember this man, you guys. There was once a time where he looked at me and actually said that, please go and find someone better. Because like at that time, financially things were so bad, right? And I remember like he was hurting because things were so bad. And I guess that with our prayers, maybe we forgot to tell God, or ask him, I should say, this was not the plan, to say that the financial success, let it come through him and not me. That like that, oh God, like, bless us financially. Maybe we should have specified to say that that financial aspect, the blessing, let it come through him and not me, because of then he would have been okay. Because the thing that he was not okay with was the fact that it came via me, right? And sometimes I feel like it hurts to know that he's not at a good place financially now, and I am at the best financial place I've ever been my whole entire life, even when I was with him. And just knowing that we prayed for this together, but I get to be the only one that enjoys it. I think that that one is also like just one that's like something that I need to push past and enjoy the fruits of my labors without feeling guilt or without any reservations. But at the same time, I just feel like it's life, you guys. So yeah, my mind, I feel like, has just been playing tricks on me, I should say, when it comes to this. And like, since the beginning, I never wanted to fight, but this person like keeps on pushing and pushing and pushing. And yes, I can get emotional here and there, but trust me, like, it's just, I feel like sometimes just that thing where when you're talking about something, it will hit a nerve, and I'm just not one that now is like, oh, I'm gonna just carry myself. And no, if I have to cry, I'll cry, but I just feel like I'm about to close a chapter that was so big in my life for such a long time, and I'm happy about it. But there's also a part of me that's like, it's like this is the burial, you know. I think that all the stuff that was happening, the fighting, the things that were said and everything, in a way they did help me, because I feel like each and every time I hit a wall with something dumb and stupid on how or why we couldn't sign and get this divorce done, it was like a revalidation of, girl, you did the right thing by leaving. Look at this. And then another thing happens and it's like, girl, you did the right thing. Look at this, you know. So it was like I was dealing with pain, acceptance, and letting go at the same time. And unfortunately, because it dragged so long, you know, like a lot basically had to happen. A lot had to go down. At one point I was blocked everywhere. Imagine like trying to get a peaceful divorce with someone and then they block you everywhere, and now you don't even have a means to communicate with them. They stay so far. You know, now you guys, I went through it. Okay, this year I honestly went through it. But I'm really glad that, you know, I'm finally at a point in my life where this is about to end. This is about to finish. This is about to be part of my past. Like, I'm about to just be, you know, you know, like everywhere. Because every single place, you guys, like my car insurances, everything, every time I talk to them, oh, hi, Miss Longwane, how are you? And I'm just like, oh, I don't even argue anymore. It's like, I'm fine, thanks, how are you? Like, that's my surname, you guys. Go home affairs. Like, it's crazy. But yeah, we're about to finish everything, and I'm really blessed. And I know that I fall under the few that are blessed because we didn't have kids, so we didn't have to go via like family court or anything. And after this, we don't even ever even have to see each other again. It's something that can be done. And yeah, I mean, soon I'm gonna be celebrating like a full year living by myself. And I had such fears when I left, but today, like, I don't have any of those fears. I drive myself everywhere whenever I want. I stay by myself. I've become very knowledge in terms of, if I need this, I need to go there and do that and do that and do that. Get this person to get this done and do this. And God has been so faithful. And I'm really, really just so glad about it. Sometimes it's hard. Some weeks I feel down. And I think that that's normal. But yeah, man, just tomorrow or today when you guys are watching this, I am actually going to be traveling. You guys can suspect what it is for. But I'll tell you guys soon. I'm sure maybe Monday, I don't know. But I think on Sunday morning, if you should go and follow me on Instagram and check my Insta stories. There'll be a question there, so that I can film the questions that you guys have for me. And then I think it will be a very long video. I think it will be like divorce questions, I should say. Like, yeah, the questions that you guys have from the stories that obviously I was telling you guys, that maybe I never got to answer. If you're disrespectful, of course I'm a block, like nobody's business. But yeah, that is basically it. I love you guys so much. Don't forget to thumbs up this video and obviously share. And I'll see you guys in my next upload. Bye, ninjas.